there, everybody. This is Alex from Hardcorian, guys, bringing my guide for Resident Evil 4 HD on professional difficulty. Today we're doing Chapter 5-4, and this one is going to be, in my opinion, the hardest chapter in the entire game. And probably the most frustrating chapter in the entire game. The reason being is because you're going to need a lot of patience, and there's going to be a lot of enemies to take down. So first things first is this ass wipe. So immediately I run toward the tent, and I hide behind the tent because it gives you good cover. And I go to peek out to see if I can find him. Luckily, I go for a headshot. It's easier that way. I go for a headshot, and then I snap the crossbow guy right below him. So that takes care of the Gatling guy. So that's one out of many of our problems that we're going to have to deal with today. So if you come over here, you can get some ammo, and then it might just be a random drop. I think I dropped Magnum, was it? I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying that much attention. So here we have two different ways to go. You can either go the down way or the up way, or you can even just go both if you want to get more bang for your buck and more money, but you'll end up wasting more ammo and what have you along the way, but that's completely up to you. I mean, you probably get it back anyway, but you know, like I said, that's up to you. So if you got a shotgun, you could always just come down here and just blast these riot shield guys. Now, I think some of the enemies on the upper path are still spawned in, so just, like, you know, be careful of that. But I think once you run down here, I think that's when the enemies are going to come down here instead of going up that way. So it's more like a pick your poison kind of situation. I don't know if there's any real difference besides where you can hide at. For instance, whenever it comes to this area, I hide down here, but I never really go down this way. This is mostly done just so I can try it out. This was just something I wanted to do for the hell of it. The upper path, I usually just go back to where the spawn point for, you know, Leon is. I go back to, like, where the checkpoint door was, so that way I can just kind of hide back there. Or, you know, hide, not in the tent, but near it. The reason why I'm hiding in this particular spot is because I'm trying to kind of, like, group them up. And also, that can happen, too. If there's another Gatling guy, which I think there is, oh, well, there he goes, I guess, and there goes my fucking video. I don't know what happened. Hopefully everything's okay. Jesus Christ. So, I forget his name. No, that was the helicopter guy, wasn't it? No, yeah, that was the helicopter guy. Okay, so I forget his fucking name. Is it Frank? Either way, Frankie Nunez up there. He will shoot down enemies sometimes, not all the time, so don't rely on him too much. But after a while, he'll tell you to, you know, get down or something, and then he'll blow up the minigun turret. But luckily for us, we already killed the guy on the minigun, so that didn't really matter. Typically, I don't think anybody else will ever get up there, so you should be fine. But he'll basically blow up a pathway for you to take. Usually he focuses on the top path than he does the bottom path. I think I could have actually went through that that gate, but I think I'm just stupid enough not to. So I ended up running back up the upper path because I feel like I messed up, but I'm not really too sure. I don't think I did. Now this right here, the upper path, I guess since we're doing it, might as well show that off as well. This one's a little bit more dangerous, I feel, because you have the grenade throwers right here. Of course, you can use that to your advantage. You can blow it up, or they can blow up, you know, themselves. If need be, you can always leave the grenade guy alive. I'm trying to keep as much sniper ammo on hand as possible, so that's why I'm using mostly handgun ammo for this part. Until I use a sniper to take out the crossbow guy. Because fuck these guys. But yeah, I'm trying not to use it too much because it's, you know, it's too reliable. That's the thing. Also, if you come over here, there's going to be a grenade in there. There's going to be a ladder right here. That's where some of the people from the bottom path tend to come up through, of course. So just keep your eye out on that. There's a ladder up here that you can take to get up to this part, which I think you're supposed to in order to get to the next area. But yeah, you see that I'm getting basically decimated. And the reason being is because I'm getting way too ahead of myself. The reason why I'm using the sniper shot on the crossbow guys is because it's a much quicker and easier shot than it is just a handgun or something. You know, it's practically an instant kill, and I can get a nice good shot in. So that's who I'm basically trying to save the sniper shots for, is the crossbow guys, or, you know, the minigun dudes. Alright, so this guy is basically going to shoot toward the bridge, and I'm going to run right underneath it. This is why I think the down path is a much better path, because if you went the top path, you'll end up having to fight him on the bridge. So that's why I suggest going the bottom path in terms of the upper path. But again, you can pick your own way, if you whichever way you feel more comfortable with. Yeah, right there. I'm trying to basically avoid the grenade guy the best I can. And now we also have the advantage of having the ladder as well. So that's another thing that's going to be into play here. If you come over here, you can get this little item right here, which would be a flash grenade for me. And then this is a little choke point. That's what I'm trying to... That's the word I was trying to look for the other day, was choke. I'm trying to, you know, choke them out, I guess. Basically. Okay, so right now, I'm just sitting here waiting, seeing if they'll come toward me, but they don't. Now this, I think, spawns a checkpoint. I don't remember. I think there's a checkpoint in this room, as far as I think there is a checkpoint. The minigun turret guy should be up here somewhere. I think he should be on the top of this. Either that or he's below. I don't remember. He's around here somewhere. I think he's on the top of this. Yeah, there he is. Alright, so just, you know, watch out because he can turn it around just a little bit. He can't completely go around, but luckily for us, we have all sorts of just bullshit where you just shoot him right in the head. Funny enough, either he's not feeling the pain or he just is completely ignoring it. And yes, I'm a very terrible shot. I know. It happens. Granted, you can take the minigun. I think you can take the minigun and shoot people. Maybe. Well, I don't. I think you can. Again, it's one of those, you know, situations of like, I think I can. I think I can. And then I get, you know, fucked up and I'm told that I can't. This was dangerous. I should have realized that there were enemies down there, but I didn't. So that was a fuck up on my end. If you're going to jump down the ladder or even go up, make sure, you know, that where you're going is not filled with enemies. That should be like basic tip 101, but, you know, knowing me, it's not. So right here, I'm getting butt fucked. But luckily for me, I have plenty of healing items. So if you have plenty of healing items, you can tank your way through all this. If you don't, I highly recommend just being a little bit more safe and careful. Using the grenades to your advantage is also a good idea as well. Basically knocking down a grenade enemy and then just letting him blow it all up. That's, to me, one of the best ways to handle it. Or just shoot it while it's in his hand. That way you just take him out. So right now, I guess I'm going back up to look for something. What am I looking for? I think I'm probably just... Let's see. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Alright, so this is going to be the tough part here. So I'm going up this way, right? Now, the reason being is because there's that guy. I'm trying to get him to spawn. So immediately as he spawns, he gets a fucking cheap shot on me. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck he did it. The reason why I had the Magnum out is because, to me, the Magnum is one of the most powerful weapons that you can use against him. Along with, of course, the sniper rifle. So, I think you can either wait for Francis over here to fucking take him down, or, well, he blew that up, I guess. That's why I was jumping off, because he said he was going to blow that up, which I don't know if that kills you or not, but I didn't want to test that out, so I just immediately jumped down. I remember getting my ass just killed in this part, so I guess it must have been my playthrough before I recorded it. That's probably why. So I think at this point I kind of realized what I fucked up. So now without that cover being there, I'm kind of like out in the open a bit. So here is, to me, one of the harder parts of this section, is getting to this guy. The reason why it's so hard is because once you start running that way, enemies will spawn. So I'm trying to like be as careful as I can. I'd recommend using a sniper shot on him if you have the sniper shots. Just use a few of them. That way you can get a few pop shots on him. And then once you get close to him, then Magnum his ass. That's kind of the idea that I'm going for here. So I'm trying to like figure out where the fuck this guy is. And of course I saw a barrel, so I thought it was him. But it wasn't, of course. Sorry guys, I pretty much just woke up, so apologize for that. That's not boredom, that's just more tiredness. Yeah, luckily after this, we get to do the final chapter. That's right. Yep, pretty much almost done. Yeah, that guy got lucky, so yeah, here I am talking about, you know, don't waste sniper shots, and I just fucking waste one. But I didn't want to take the time to switch. I'm too lazy. But I had plenty enough, but like I said, I'd suggest conserving your ammo until after the miniguns are gone. But then again, you only need to take out like fucking 2 of them, so I think you're pretty much fine at that point. Or just try to save it, because it's going to be handy later, especially. So that's why, and that's another reason why to keep it. Alright, so where the fuck is this dude? I mean, I know he's toward the left, but, you know, at the time I wasn't really exactly sure where the fuck he's at. And I think I was just, you know, I said, fuck it, I'm just going to shoot the crossbow guys as well, because I know they exist. And boy, oh boy, do they exist hard. And at this point, I'll try to go down the path so I can get closer to him. But he will start shooting at you. That's why I suggest running up to this part right here. Run up to this little shack right here, and then wait for him to get done shooting, and then run. Take cover whenever you see cover, pretty much. That's what I'm trying to get at. So this, if you stand back far enough, you'll have cover. Or at least you should. I think I get shot. Yeah, I get shot. So if you stand back far enough and at a particular point, you will get shot. Alright, so of course, you know, as you see what I'm doing here, I'm just going to magnum his ass. I'm waiting for him to get, you know, stun locked. Not really stun locked, but just I'm waiting for him to get stunned as I shoot him. That way I could just shoot another blast right into him. A few good magnum shots and he's pretty much down, so he's rather easy once you get close to him. But trying to get to him is the hard part, I feel. You have to deal with so many fucking idiots surrounding you. Well, there's not too many, but it still feels like a lot. Especially in this game. Now, this next part is going to be another tedious part. Oh, I know. This entire chapter, folks, is nothing but fucking tedium galore. It's just, oh man, it's awful. It's one of the chapters I just hate the most because of this bullshit. Like, I don't mind having like a ton of enemies to fight in a game. It's just, it's one of those times where I just wish it would just stop, you know? But luckily, Resident Evil 4 paces it out well enough to where it doesn't feel like it's overwhelming. So, I'm glad for that. Alright, so now we have to deal with multiple minigun guys once again. But, here's the thing. We don't only have to deal with them, we have to deal with these guys too. Now, the thing is, with the last section there, I kind of felt like... I always feel like the enemies just like infinitely spawn, but I don't know. I don't think they do. I feel like they do, but I'm not really too sure. They probably don't, most likely. This area right here, I know for a fact, I'm pretty sure they don't infinitely spawn. So, the reason why I was waiting to climb the ladder, I was waiting for somebody to come toward me. So that way when I climb the ladder, I can use that as my to my advantage. The reason being is because this place right here that I'm at right now, I'm going to be using this like a fuck ton. And the reason being is because, to me, it's a safe threshold, pretty much. It's a safe hold. You know, it's a place to keep me safe from these guys. I'm aiming down, or just basically just looking at both, trying to pay attention to see if anybody's gonna come. He got mauled by the freaking minigun, so I get lucky there. And then, of course, you know, I keep... God, I keep fucking yawning. I'm sick of this shit, dude. I hate it. It happens all the fucking time. It's hard to, like... If I don't do it, then it's gonna happen. You know, it's just one of those things. I yawn all the fucking time. It doesn't matter. Whether I'm bored or tired. Like, I'm always just... I guess I'm always just fucking tired. And that's pretty much why. I always have no fucking energy, so I'm just... always yawning. But, at this point, you know, you folks should be okay with it, I think. Well, probably don't like it, but... you should be used to it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so here we go. This is the section that's going to get tedious. Is when these guys start climbing up, just knife them down. That's what I recommend doing. Of course, if you have a better way of doing it, or if you have a more safer way, or if you just don't want to do my way, hey, go right ahead. I ain't going to stop you. It's your playthrough, brah. I'm just doing these for funsies, and hopefully to help you out, but this is probably one of those guys that people don't really need help with, to be honest. I think people probably pretty much have this, you know, patted down. Most likely. Most likely. I didn't when I first started, but hey, you know. After a while, you kind of learn the ropes. But I was surprised when I found out that people didn't really, or it's not that they didn't know how to play BioShock, but I remember like finding out that I had a lot of comments too, and like a lot of people watched my BioShock No Vita Chamber run, and it's like wow, people do need help with BioShock. That's surprising to me because it was always one of those games that I always felt like was super easy for me to beat, mainly because I beat it so many fucking times that it just became second nature. It's like God of War, you know. The only time God of War 1 ever gets fucking hard in my playthroughs nowadays is on Ares. That's the only time it ever actually fucking physically challenges me. And I know it's a joke at this point, but I've told it a million times, and I'll tell it again. That feeling, like when I'm playing God of War on God mode for the first time, I never feel like when I'm playing on God mode, I never feel like I'm playing God mode. And the problem is, whenever you save the game, you can't check. There's no way to tell you're playing on God mode until I get to Ares. And once I get to Ares, it's like, okay, he's a piece of shit. There, ergo, I'm playing on fucking God mode. I hate it. It's that feeling, you know, of, did I click on that, or did I click on fucking, you know, Spartan? Did I click on hard? I don't know. Now, like, when it comes to God of War 2, oh, I fucking know I'm playing on a hard mode at that point. I know I am for sure. Because that thing kind of... I hate to... Well, once you get to Hades, you know the game's kicking your ass. Because as soon as you spawn in, they fucking kill you. It's almost like you have to fucking die. And I hate that. Why did they program that? I don't fucking know. There may be another way around it. I'm sure somebody beat Titan on with no damage, which... I'm gonna fucking look that up later. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look that up later. Alright, so if you're wondering what I'm doing right here, I'm trying to get a nice pinpoint on... Well, there's some... Oh, I remember this guy. Oh, I remember this. I fucking get so pissed off because this fucking dude just, like, he shot me out of fucking nowhere, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? You know, I'm getting mad. I'm just wasting bullets. Because I had plenty of handgun. I was so pissed off at him. I was so fucking pissed off. Because I had such a good shot. I almost had a good shot. And then he just comes up behind me and just fucking ruins my day. And it's like, why? Why do you exist? So I ended up saying fuck the dude and just running over here. And pretty much just taking out the dudes this way. So I shoot that barrel to see if I can get anybody. I don't know if I did. I probably didn't. Somebody died. So luckily for me. Somebody in the minigun died, apparently. No, that was the guy I think I shot earlier, actually. Kind of thing, but yeah, probably. Anyway, I'm using this back area here for cover from pretty much all sides. Once you run too far, they'll close the gate and they'll basically try to, well, they're gonna have to force you. They'll force you to try to, you know, hit the buttons on both sides. But of course, I can't do that with this fucking dickbag being here. So I wait for him to get done shooting, and then I try to pop out as quickly as I possibly can to get the nice shot on him, but he fucking gets a nice shot on me. And here I am being a complete douche, and I got severely lucky. And I mean severely lucky. I was basically licking death's nipple at that point. I was so close to dying at that point that it fucking, oh man, it almost got me. Most likely, I'll probably repay my debts in the final chapter. I think I do. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I died multiple times there. I don't remember. But I don't think I died. No, I died in this chapter, I think. Oh, yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure I did. So, anyway, we basically, at this point, all that's left is just cleanup. So, just, you know, keep a watchful eye on where you're going. And then once we get to the next ladder, that's when you're going to want to pay attention. So for now, it's basically just getting to that ladder is the part that I'm trying to do. Trying to get to that second button. So as you see, there are enemies that are going to spawn up there. Or just, they were already spawned or whatever. They're going to come from up there. There is one guy that's hiding in the back, so be careful of him. I'll show you where he is, and I'll show you a way that I take him out. That way I don't get hit by his dumb ass. Because to me, it's kind of cheesy, or it's kind of cheap, but you know, it's whatever. Once it happens once, you know where to go. Typically, that guy drops a first aid spray like pretty much all the time, I feel. So I don't think I've ever gotten any other opportunity for him to drop anything else. I think he's always dropped the first aid spray for me. So I'm feeling like most likely he probably only drops the first aid spray. So that's the thing. This is PS4 edition, so I don't know if it's different in GameCube or not. Alright, so next up is this next guy back here. So I'm pretty much waiting for what's his nuts to blow that up. There's no reason to. I just wasn't sure where the fuck he was gonna shoot at, so I was trying to be as careful as I possibly could. If you come over here and you come around to this box, this is a good angle to shoot this guy at. This is a good place to kind of fuck with him. It's funny, I hate to admit it, but during editing, I was I went to this part right here, and I slowed it down, and then I kind of held my finger on the back key, like while it's going through frames, and just watching like the bullet just like fly back into the gun, just for no fucking reason. I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny, so I just was doing that. I don't know. I thought it was funny or cool or something. I did that like yesterday. Oh yeah, I'm editing these bitches. I'm editing these bitches. I was done on Saturday, actually. Saturday of what's today? The 6th? Yep. So the 5th yesterday. I did. January 5th of 2019 was when I edited this video. I'm pretty sure. I just, you know, didn't do the commentary to now. Sorry, folks. Had a hiccup problem, which I have a lot of. I don't know why. I'm sick of it, to be honest with you. I've gotten sick of these fucking goddamn hiccups. Oh, they're annoying. As you can see, the helicopter guy is pretty much dead and gone. He's finished for good. And now we're going to head into the next area, which one is this going to be? I'm trying to remember where this leads me to, because I totally forgot. It's not ringing a bell. Oh, it's down here. Okay. Yeah, here we go. This is fucking nothing. I could fast forward through this entire section and it'd just be nothing. It's just, I don't know. There's nothing to do down here at all. It ain't jacking fucking shit. But it's a breather place, is what I see it as. You pick up a pocket watch or whatever, and you come in here, and there's items in here, but there's also Iron Maidens too, so you have to deal with them. And that thing right there is pretty much just a jump scare. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's in there, to be honest with you. It actually feels Resident Evil in here. Everything else until now has not felt like Resident Evil, but until we get to this part. Once we get to this part, I feel like it's Resident Evil. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that just has that vibe to it. That just screams, oh yeah, it's Res. So, you come down here, you know, grab items that you want to grab, that you see them if you want to. I don't know why you probably wouldn't, unless you're doing a no ammo run. Or a knife only run, and you're just trying to avoid everything, then yeah. It would have been cool if you can actually upgrade your knife, though, or get a better knife. You know, like buy a machete or something. Wouldn't a survival knife be more practical in this sense? I'm not sure. I don't know nothing about fucking knives. Or survival stuff. I'm fucking retarded. Yeah, this is one problem I fucking hate about those guys, is that goddamn stupid chest bullshit. Granted, you know, the next playthrough I probably could do would be like Dead Space, but it's been so fucking long since I've done Dead Space. And I'm pretty sure you guys are probably tired of seeing survival horror at this point. You know, you've been sitting here waiting for me to get on to the next fucking game, but you don't even know what... I don't even know what's going to be. Nobody knows what's going to be. You know, I'm waiting to find out myself. Well, there's so many games that I have that I'd have to go through again just to even... you know, remember how to fucking do the damn thing. I thought about doing Bayonetta again, but this time on Infinite Climax, but it'd mostly just be the same bullshit as it was the first time around, just this time, use items. That's pretty much what it is to me. I don't know, maybe in the future. I thought about doing like Bayonetta 2 as well on Infinite Climax, but man, I'd have to beat the game multiple times to even get to that point, so it's up in the air at this point what I'm going to do next. It might just be God of War 2, just for the fuck of it, even though at that point I was fucking tired of it, but maybe if I go back through it again, I might be like, okay, you know, it's not that bad. If I give it another shot, if I give it another go, maybe it'll be okay. But I just don't like God of War 2 that much. I think it's a great game, I just don't fucking like it. I know, it's weird. It's one of those things where I don't want to play it anymore. It's like God of War 1 to me now. It's like, I just don't want to fucking play it. I've gotten so goddamn tired of it. I don't even want to do Deadpool. Granted, I could do the DMC reboot, but I just feel like I'd be cheesing people out on that one. No, not really. I mean, I'm doing Resident Evil 4. I haven't done Resident Evil 1 yet, so I can do any game in any order necessarily. But to me, like Resident Evil 4 feels different. It feels like a different part of the Resident Evil saga. So then again, like DMC Devil May Cry reboot is basically just like that. It's basically a fucking, you know, its own thing pretty much. That's the way I see it as. I don't know, folks. I'll find something. Most likely, it might end up being God of War 2, like I've been talking about. But I kind of hope it doesn't, to a point. I mean, it needs to be done, I know, but God forbid, do I want to do it? No. No, not really. And not to mention, if I do God of War 2, it's only going to get me closer to doing the new God of War. Which, oh boy. That on fucking... Give me God, or what was it called? Ah, I don't fucking remember. Give me God of War, I think that's what it was. Something like that, yeah, just, oh man, fuck that. It's not that it's like incredibly hard, it's just fucking boring because once you find the cheese for it, you're good. Yeah, once you find out how to cheese it, you're done. It's over. And I just, it's upsetting that that's the case. I would also like to do, I want to do a hack and slash. That's what I want to do. That's my main goal here, so I want to do a hack and slash. That's my main deal. Because as we all know already, I fucking love hack and slash games. That's the core basis of my channel, even though Bioshock 1 was like the first game I did, but I think it was a good idea to do Bioshock 1 first. I mean, come on, it's fucking Bioshock. It's like my favorite game of all time, so... At this point, it's starting to turn into one of my favorite games, because at this point, I'm starting to become like one of those guys who doesn't really have a... I have like a top 5 and top 10 of certain things, but when it comes to like particular video games, it's like, everything's good, you know. Once you play so many games, you know, so many things get good. And it's like, man, this is really good. Granted, I would do Nier if I had fucking beaten Nier. And you guys are probably thinking like, oh, he'd probably do like Nier Automata, right? No, I'd first Nier. But those are two different conundrums as well. That's the thing, like I was going through Nier 1, but then I stopped. And then I got Nier Automata, and then I played it for like a little bit, and then I stopped. And now I'm getting back into Automata, which I need to get back into the first Nier, but you know me. I don't do shit. Granted, I always could do an RPG, because I don't think I've done an RPG on this channel yet, but there's really nothing to do. I mean, the only RPG I've beaten on... No, I haven't beaten on hard, never mind. I was gonna say, maybe I could do like P5 or something, but it's like, nah. I haven't beaten that on Merciless yet, so... I mean, granted, if I do it on... Well, actually, yeah, because the Reaper doesn't spawn till like fucking later. Ooh. I don't know, to me, Merciless is pretty hard, but to my brother it's not, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, I'll look around and I'll see what I find, and we may have a drought for a little while, folks, so I do apologize if that happens. Most likely it probably won't, because most likely after I get done doing the final chapter, I'll probably end up fucking recording a shit ton of whatever the next game I'm planning on doing would be. I could also do like Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, that way I get closer to doing 2. But it's fucking Chain of Memories. I don't like it that much. Not that I hate the game, I don't like doing it fucking hard. It's just, it's... Once you get to Lark Scene, it's fucking bullshit. You know? I don't know, I feel like it is. Granted, I haven't beaten Unproud yet either. So, there's that. Granted, I could do Kingdom Hearts 2. But then again, I plan on doing Kingdom Hearts 2 at sometime in the future on my main channel as well. But at this point, who fucking cares? I mean, it's gonna be a while before I get there anyway. And plus, might as well do Kingdom Hearts 2 while I get the chance. Granted, you know, I would be skipping over Chain of Memories, but it's fucking Chain of Memories. I don't want to... I just don't feel like going through it. Honestly, I don't. I really fucking don't. And I hate the trophies in that fucking thing. Oh, man. You have to get, like, 500 rooms unlocked in, like, one playthrough. Fuck off. Fuck off with that shit. Fuck off with that shit. Yeah, dude, shit. Alright, so what am I doing now? Oh, I'm going down here to get items. Okay. Yeah, again, I have no fucking idea what I want to do. I could do Mad World again. because I planned on doing it, but then I didn't, and I stopped. Could do Bullstorm. Fuck, I'm running out of things, guys. I seem to be. There's games that I've beaten on hard that I really don't want to play, and there's games that I want to play that I've not beaten on hard. Oh yeah, I know. It's weird. It's very weird. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out somehow. I'm pretty sure. I'll do Silent Hill Homecoming. There you go. Yeah, back to speaking about like doing something like that. Even if a game feels like it's different, it's still technically part of that franchise. But all in all, I did Resident Evil 4 because I just like Resident Evil 4. You know, I'm not like a big fan of like Resident Evil 1 very much. 2 is pretty cool, but I haven't beaten it. And then like 3 I haven't really played, so I like 2, but I don't really care for 1 that much. And I don't know, it's just one of those things where I just said fuck it, you know, fuck the ordering, fuck chronological order. I'll just play what I want to play. So if I really want to do Kingdom Hearts 2, I totally could, actually. I could skip over Chain of Memories, but to me, I feel like that's just like a cop-out. It's weird, I know. I'd skip over 3 games in Resident Evil, and I would probably skip over fucking like 5 games in Silent Hill. And then, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, I just can't. And I think it's because of the similarities. I think that's probably why. Yeah, that's probably why it is. Granted, I could do like a Crash guide for those that need help with Crash Bandicoot, or just, I don't know how the fuck I'd do that, you know? I don't know. Oh no. Sonic Adventure, take no damage. Oh, yeah, no damage run. I also thought about doing a Mario 64 no damage run. Not counting, you know, the water levels. 100% no damage or something like that. That'd be interesting. But granted, if I did a no damage run, I probably could go through like a 70-star run and then not do... Oh, but you have to do Dire Dire Dogs. What are you buying? Oh, man. Yeah, you'd have to. Because you have to get Bowser 2 open. That's right. No, I think there's a way you can, like, bullshit it. I mean, you can glitch it, but I don't want to glitch the game. And plus, I'm not really that good at it to begin with. I already did Luigi's Mansion. Fuck. The thing is, I would take suggestions, but I also don't want them either. Mainly because if somebody suggests a game to do, I probably don't want to do it. That's the thing, because I'm kind of a little bit picky about what I want to do. Also, if you upgrade the striker to full max, you get 100 shots. So, there you go. Oh yeah, 100 capacity. It's fucking ridiculous. So right there, as you saw, I bought the Punisher because it's free. Remember that thing I told you guys about a long time ago? Like when it comes to the Punisher, just if you get it, just sell it. And that's what I did. Here's an idea. Okay, I have Lollipop Chainsaw, and I've not actually like played it in like a long time. So maybe I can do that. Or I need to actually get to fucking playing Catherine, to be honest with you. Maybe after this recording, I'll probably go do Lollipop Chainsaw, give it a shot, and see if I can... See if there's any capability of me being able to beat it on hard mode. And here we go. Buy an RPG, and done. Alright. The reason why I'm buying an RPG is because of the... I think the final boss fight that comes up. I think that's the main idea here. Oh, this part. Okay. So, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was looking at my phone. Or something was happening. Yeah, probably. Alright. Anyway... I recommend putting Ashley a little farther back, or as you see, I'm keeping her with me. That's just my own dumb stupidity. Put her back here. Just leave her back there, and then run up here, and then take these dudes out. Take these dudes out, and once you feel comfortable with being able to move on, then go right on ahead. You can flash them, you can grenade them, you can just shoot them with a shotgun, do whatever you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Oh man, can you imagine me playing an SMT game on hard? Fuck that. Fucking Christ. I can barely beat fucking Nocturne as is. So, what makes me think that I'm going to be able to do any SMT game on fucking hard? Those games are fucking hard, man. Fuck. Well, then I get lost, and it's like, well, shit. Because, like, if you get lost in an SMT game, you're fucked. Oh, yeah, like, once you get... Yeah, because if you move around almost like any fucking space, at least with Nocturne, like, if you just You start moving, enemies will attack you, and it's like, God damn it, go away. And then you try to run away, but you know the enemies are, no, we can't let that happen. And then they fucking kill you, and then you waste at least a couple hours of fucking gameplay, and it's like, God damn it. Oh yeah, but that's the charm of games like that. That's the charm of it. It's supposed to be hard for a reason, and then once you actually beat them, you feel like a badass because you actually beat it. But I don't feel like a badass. I feel like a dumbass. Alright, so in here, there's, I think, some supplies at the top. I don't remember what they were. Maybe an herb. Maybe some ammo. Yeah, fuck, I don't know. Maybe I could do like 100% Mario 64, no damage run. It'd be weird, but it'd be cool. I don't know. You guys are probably like, I don't want to fucking see that. I'm sure probably most people are probably like, I don't want to fucking see that garbage. I want to see a hack and slash, goddammit. It's like, Alex, you love hack and slash. Just do hack and slash. Yeah, but Mario 64 is a beat 'em up, kind of. So that's close to a hack and slash, kind of. Maybe I could do that. I don't know. It's an idea. It's an idea, guys. It's an idea. All right, but anyway, that's pretty much the end of this episode, and I will see you guys, yeah, in the final chapter of Resident Evil 4 on Professional. So once we get there, I'll see you then. As always, take care, everybody.